Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to our YouTube channel and welcome to this video. This is John from Programming Knowledge, and in this video guys, we're gonna discuss about the logical operators and of course the assignment operators. So previously we have discussed this relational operators. So we have like 6 relational operators, the equal or checking if a value is equal to some value also, and then not equal, we have also greater than, less than, and then we also have greater than or equal to, and we also have less than or equal to some value. So this is quite useful guys if you are using the control statement in C. So for example, if statement, and then you want to check if a certain value is equal or not equal to some value. So for example, if a variable x is equal to 2, so basically we're just checking if this particular variable or the value of this x is equal to 2. Or we can reverse that, we can check if this particular variable is not equal to 2. And of course you can use other operation or operators like greater than, less than, or we could also double check for greater than or equal to or less than or equal to. So basically guys, these operators is like just checking the relationship or if the certain value is greater than another value or it is equal to another value. Okay, now let's move on to the next one, which is the assignment operators. So basically guys, there are a lot of assignment operators in C programming language. Okay, so the first one will be the equal sign. Okay, this is one of the most common assignment operators in C programming. So for example, you want to assign, so as I've said guys, this is for assignment operators. Assignment operators. Okay, so basically this is useful if you want to set a value to a variable. Okay, so for example x, and then if you want to make this like 5 or the value of x is equal to 5, you can do that by using this particular assignment operator equal symbol. Okay, that's easy. And the second one is plus equal. So we have this also, plus equal, and then it basically means guys that it increments the value and then assign it to the variable. Okay, so for example, you want to make this like x and then plus equal to 2. So basically, let's try this. We can remove this code right here. We can use the increment, then assign. So basically, like we set a value for x, we set it to 5, and then we can have it like x plus and then equals to 3, and then we can use the printf function and we can display the result further. So for example, the value is the format specifier, and then of course the comma, and then the x variable. Okay, and then semicolon at the end of this line. Save this and then compile and build, or build and run our application. So basically, as you can see here, the value is 8. So this is the doing of the plus equals to 3. So basically what it means that it add 3 to the variable x, and then of course the result of that is assigned to variable x also. Okay, so this is basically just incrementing the value of our variable. And of course we also have the x minus equals to, for example, 1. Okay, so basically it is the complete opposite of this one because this is for incrementing. and this is for decrement. Okay, and of course we do have other operators for this particular topic, which is the assignment operators. We also have x, for example, times or multiply equal to 2. You can also do that, and basically the division also. Okay, you can do also the modulo part, modulo symbol, and then equal, and then so for example 2, and there are others. So for example, percent, or I mean x, and then and um, and symbol, and equal symbol, and then of course the value that you want to assign. So this is basically bitwise and assignment. So we're not gonna use that for now. So basically our currently concern is this operations. We can have the increment. The first one is equal, and then of course the increment, the decrement, and then multiplication, then assign. And we also have divide and assign. We also have modulo and assign. So that's basically how the assignment operators work. So the last thing that we want to discuss here is all about the logical operators. So logical operators provides three mechanism that we can test more than one condition to make a particular decision. So these are the and symbol. So meaning it is logical and. Okay, logical and. Let me show you that later on. What this means. Logical and of course we also have this bar, and this is logical operator or logical or. And then of course we have the negation or not symbol. Okay, so logical or, and then this is and of course logical not. Okay, so let me show you how this works, this three logical operators. Now let's try to use the logical operators. So for example, the first one, the logical AND operator. So we have here variable x, which is set to 8, or the value is 8. And then we can check if this particular value is, or the particular variable x is greater than 5. So we can do that by using the if statement. And then x, is it less than or greater than 5? So if x is greater than 5, then we can display something in our screen or output something. So we can do printf, and of course the value is greater than 5. Okay, so we could build and run this and see the output of our program, and of course it's gonna display the value is greater than 5. Okay, so what if the value is 4? Okay, so obviously there will be no output because the condition right here turns to be false because the actual value of x is now 4. So no statement has been executed for this particular program. Now we can use logical operators and in this particular scenario. So for example, you want to check that the value of x should be greater than 5 but less than 10. Okay, so we could check if the variable x is greater than 5 but less than 10, and we can do that by using the logical AND operator. So double ampersand and x and then less than 10. Okay, we could do that. And of course, if we try to run this, still there's no output because the value of x is 4. So we can try 6 here, build and run our application. So the value is greater than 5, and we should add here that the value is less than 10. Okay, build and run our application. So the value is greater than 5 and it is less than 10. Now what if it is 11? So obviously it's going to display nothing in our screen because the conditions of this particular statements is not met. Okay, so that's how you can use the logical AND operator. And of course, when we say AND, basically it means that it should be both of this statement or both of this condition should be true in order for this statement to be executed. Okay, and you can also use the logical operator OR in this particular scenario. So it doesn't matter if the x is greater than 5 or x is less than 10. It should, execute the statement that we have here. Okay, so for example, we run this. Okay, so we have the value is greater than 5 and less than 10, and we can try like 20, or maybe use the value 20 in our x. So let's try this, save, and then build and run. Okay, and as you can see, we still get the output, the value is greater than 5 and less than 10. That's because this particular statement here returns true. So it doesn't matter if this particular statement here is false. So as long as there's a true, returns either of this statement. So there should be statement printed or executed inside this particular if statement. Okay, so I think that's all there is to it, guys, for this tutorial. And in the next video, we're going to discuss deeper with this particular if statement. And of course, if you want to learn more about C programming, you can try to watch our video tutorial series in C for beginners. So see you guys in the next video, and thank you for watching.